Okay, so fight or flee. So really, like, what does that mean? So there's something that I wrote down that says, face every sin except lust, rebuke other sin, but flee from lust. You know, it's kind of, you can look at it as Jesus. So, you know, he went out and got tempted in the desert for 40 days and 40 nights. And, you know, whenever the devil took him to the highest point in the world and was like, if you bow down and worship me, then I'll give you all of this. Like, I'll give you all of this. And then he rebukes Satan, and he's like, have you not read the scriptures? It says to worship only the Lord your God. And, you know, that's good for rebuking every sin except for lust. You know, you can rebuke pride, anger, selfishness, envy, gluttony with scripture. Because you can go into that, say you're having problems with gluttony or something. You can find your verse and be like, whenever you're feeling those, you're like, I don't need to do this. Like, I don't need to let gluttony control my life or anything. But lust is different. Like, lust is like, you don't really have the strength to, no matter what, if you try and rebuke it, it's not gonna, if you keep putting yourself in that situation, it'll eventually fall. So I have 3 points. So the first one is, accept you aren't strong enough to fight lust. Number 2, find situations that cause you to fall into sin/lust. 3, avoid those situations at all costs. So this really, like, the second and third point can pertain to any sin you want. Like, pride. Find a situation, you know, if you find a situation that makes you prideful, like, say you like lifting in front of people, and you're like, you know, you're loading the bar up, and whatever, you're benching like 315, you're squatting like 500, and you just love all the attention. Like, the only reason you're at the gym at that time is because, you know, X amount of people are going to be there, and they're going to give me this amount of praise because, you know, I'm about to throw up 5 wheels on squat and show everybody how strong I am. And, like, you got to find situations like that and then avoid them. Like, whether it's finding a different gym, finding a different time to lift, or getting into working out for the Lord and not working out for other people. That's just the idol of loving people and loving the praise that you'll get. But it's, those last 2 points can really pertain to any situation that you're in. It's just deal with your sin aggressively. It's like, find situations that, you know, like, you're like, all right, the last 5 times that I've been at this place at this time with this certain people, I fall into sin, or I fall into, like, whatever. Like, if you hang out with a certain group of friends and you're with them and you're like, you know, say it hits 10 p.m. and they're like, bro, let's bust out some alcohol, or let's vape or something, and you fall into that because, you know, you're like, man, it's late at night, it's a good time, like, I'm just trying to relax. It's kind of realizing that, like, you know, if you fall into that like 5 times, you really got to take a step back and look at it and be like, you know, if I really want to be honoring God with my decisions and who I'm hanging out with, then you really got to take a step back and look at it and be like, all right, if I've done this 5 times, and every time I go, after the first time I did it, every time I go back, I'm like, this time I won't fall into it. Like, this is the moment, this is the time I'm going to be strong enough to stop myself from doing it. But then you go there and you do it five separate times. You're like, you got to take a step back and be like, maybe I shouldn't be hanging out with these people, or maybe I shouldn't be hanging out with people at this time, or maybe I shouldn't be going to this place in general. Like, if you can identify a place and a time and a group of people that causes you to sin, cut the people out, cut the place out, or cut the time out. Like, say that, like, after 10 p.m., that's just like your time where it's like, you know, you get tired or something, and you're like, your body just kind of gets weak, and you're kind of like, that's the time, like, after that, you'll feed your flesh, then, like, go to bed, go home. Or if it's like a certain friend's house where, you know, like, his parents don't care, like, they won't care if we do this, like, they won't care if we go out at like 4 in the morning to go meet people or stuff. It's like, then start avoiding that situation, or like avoiding a group of people that are gonna like peer pressure you. It's like, you gotta take a step back and realize, it's like, all right, if I go into this situation, then that has caused me to sin before. That's not smart on me on my part. Like, you can pray to God as much as you want. Like, you can pray as much as you want, being like, God, I don't want to do this sin anymore. Like, I don't want to be a slave to this. but then you keep going back to the situations where you commit that sin, then I mean, it's not God's fault, because God's going to give you, it's no temptation is uncommon to man, but it's like God will always provide you a way to get out. So I mean, part of it's on you. You gotta make the decisions. I gotta make the decisions to keep myself in situations where I'm not gonna sin. But lust especially, like these 3 points, the last 2 can apply to lust, but all 3 of these are mainly aimed at it. It's like you aren't strong enough. Like if you go to a certain situation that you've seen before, like say it's after work, like late after work, like you say you got a job, you get off at like 8 p.m., you get home, and you're like the only one in your house, and you know it's a bad situation for you. It's like, man, I'm trying to relax. I'm just trying to like unwind right now. Just have accountability partners, have someone praying for you, or like have someone that you can call. And then that ties into the second point. It's find situations that cause you to fall into sin. It's like find those situations and avoid them at all costs. That's the third point. But I mean, like in 2 Timothy chapter 2, verse 22, it says, "Flee also youthful lusts, but pursue righteousness, faith, love, peace with those who call on the Lord out of a pure heart." I mean, the main thing I want to highlight there is flee also youthful lust. It's like, don't sit there and try and like fight it. Don't like white knuckle it in your room. Like, if you're in your room and late at night, or like say you get hit with some temptation, and you're like, all right, I'm gonna go to my room and I'm just gonna white knuckle. Like I'm gonna be in there and I'm not gonna do it. Like I'm gonna sit there and I'm not gonna do it. But your phone's like 5 feet away from you. Like there's no accountability there. It's like you just gotta find situations that like will keep you from sin, that'll keep you motivated and like staying in God. But like, I mean, just avoid those situations. Avoid something. If you can identify a place that is causing you to sin, like if you've had repeated sin there, then like avoid that place. Like cut it off. Like don't even try to go to that place. Like just completely remove it from your life. But I mean, be extreme. Be radical with how you cut out sin. But thank you for watching. I hope you have a blessed day or night.